Hello, I'm David Ward and I'm the Artistic Director of Northern Opera Group.
And I'm Louise Garner, the General Manager.
Thank you all for joining us for the 2020 Leeds Opera Festival all over this weekend. We had 16 events across the 5 days, including 7 performances in front of real people, live audiences. Louise, 16 events, your highlight?
I can't pick one thing, but what I would say, it's been lovely to be in a room with creators and makers of music. I was taking some photos. I took a nice photo of our director, Emma. She's beaming. And I think that's how everyone we worked with felt over the last 5 days. So that's been absolutely lovely. But I can't choose just one thing.
No.
How about you?
The whole festival's been brilliant, but I think for me, doing things online has meant that we've thought in different ways. It's also meant that we've been able to get different people involved. So we had our Urban Opera Festival discussion on the Saturday and linked in with Amy Lane from Copenhagen, David Devon from Philadelphia. I mean, those are just the sorts of things that we could never do if we're having to have everyone in Leeds. So it's made us think a bit differently, have all sorts of different conversations with new people. So it's been fantastic. And of course, all of those events are available to watch on Catch Up for free on our YouTube page. So please do, after this, head over and check out some of those events and conversations that we've been having.
So we've got a little presentation coming up your way now with some nice photos from the events. So hopefully that will come through. But obviously a big part of the festival this year has been that we have themed it around the history of opera in Leeds, and other highlights of the festival were performing Thomas Arndt's Thomas and Sally in Merrion Street Gardens. It was a little bit cold.
It was very cold.
We got there. It didn't rain. We also did some more outside performances by bringing English ballad opera to pubs, cafes and community venues across the city. Again, sunshine on occasion, so that was lovely.
Yeah, and that was really interesting for me because in 5 years of Northern Opera Group, we've had, 12 productions or something. 4 of those performances I couldn't go to, so it was quite a rite of passage, I think, to sort of let those performances go off and kind of not be there myself. You were there, very capable hands, but yeah, that was quite an important moment, actually. I think just letting them go.
Yep. And as David's mentioned, we also had a packed online program as well, featuring 16 contributors calling from locations, including Philadelphia, Copenhagen, as well as places like London, as you might imagine.
Yeah, so there we've got Olivia Clark, part of our Operacast discussion, and then the daily vocal workouts from Phil Wilcox, which were particularly fantastic. 5 bite-sized tips and tricks to improve your singing, so do check those out. The Leeds Opera Festival is all about bringing opera to communities and venues across the city. So it's been a great pleasure, even in these difficult times, to perform in Leeds City Centre, Holbeck, Hunslet, Headingley, Farsley and Chapel Allerton this weekend, truly bringing opera to all parts of Leeds.
We reckon we performed in front of 300 live audiences, with our online work already watched by 3,500 people. So please keep watching. All of our events are online and available to watch on Catch Up, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. So if you weren't able to tune in live, do check those out over the coming days.
So as promised, to end this year's festival, we're going to look towards 2021. And this is very exciting because we usually announce the programme a couple of months before the festival in August. This year, it's a full 12 months in advance. So we're being bold and ambitious. The programme that we're going to present is what we hope to perform this summer. However, due to the pandemic, we made the decision to postpone it to next summer. And so we're delighted that we can still bring these projects to life in Leeds in August 2021 rather than 2020.
The 2021 Leeds Opera Festival will be themed around the works of Gustav Holst and will visit venues around Leeds and the north of England.
Headlining the festival will be a double bill of Holst's At the Boar's Head and Savitri. These 2 very different operas respectively explore the comic exploits of Shakespeare's Sir John Falstaff in At the Boar's Head and a tale from an Indian Sanskrit epic in Savitri. For next year, we're also going to be working with South Asian Arts UK, who are based in Leeds, to commission a composer and a writer to create a new music theatre piece in response to Savitri, creating a contemporary response to Holst's opera.
We're delighted to announce that the productions will be directed by Emma Black, who has just joined us this summer to direct Thomas and Sally, and will be conducted by Louis Gaston, who conducted our 2018 production of the original Chinese Conjurer. The double bill will be designed by George Johnson Lee, who is the winner of the 2019 European Opera Prize, and he also designed the original Chinese conjurer.
And hopefully by those photos, you can tell which one's Emma, which one's Lewis, and which one's George. Lewis is the one holding the conducting baton. Our third Holst production will be his short comic opera, The Wandering Scholar. This is a revival of our 2017 production, which went on a whistle-stop tour to 5 venues in 3 cities and featured a new orchestration for clarinet and violin. And here we are in these photos in the Hepworth in Wakefield, Skipton Town Hall, and Yorkshire Dance. In 2021, we're hoping to tour the production to 8 venues in 8 different communities across Leeds, as well as visit 4 cities across the north of England.
We'll, as usual, have a full additional programme of talks, discussions, and other events that you can take part in across the festival, including a live recording of the Operacast podcast. The designs for the 2021 festival are by Jonathan Whittingham, and they were chosen as part of our annual design competition with Leeds Arts University and the University of Leeds.
Now, as we look forward towards 2021, we're asking for your help in making the festival happen. You can make a donation in support of our work by visiting northernopera.co.uk, and for the first time, we're asking you to consider supporting the festival by booking your tickets a full year in advance.
By doing this, we'll have valuable funds to enable us to develop work for the festival over the next 12 months, and we'll be able to show other funders the interest from audiences in attending next year's festival.
Since the start of Northern Opera Group 5 years ago, about 12 productions ago, and who knows how many hours of work ago, we've always been committed to paying artists appropriately for their work. Every artist featured in this year's festival is being paid, and all of our online contributors as well. And we've also been committed to keeping prices low for audiences. Even in such difficult times, we stand committed to these principles. So your support ahead of the 21 festival really will be appreciated.
A £25 advance ticket will get you a top price seat to our double bill of At the Boar's Head and Savitri, as well as access to all other festival events, including The Wandering Scholar. You'll also get exclusive festival updates throughout the next year, a free 2021 festival programme, and a special thank you event next summer. Visit northernopera.co.uk to book now, and thank you so much for supporting our plans.
So thank you again for joining us over the past 5 days for this year's Leeds Opera Festival, and for helping us celebrate a return to live opera and theatre in the city. Do catch up all of those events online. You can watch for free on our YouTube page. And finally, from Louise and myself, thank you and goodbye.